3 times in just months. That's how often customers have complained that they got sick after they ate at a popular Boca Raton restaurant.
Valley health officials warning residents about a spike in a foodborne illness, a parasite found in fruits and vegetables that has sent nearly 100 Hidalgo County residents to the hospital.
Illness outbreak at a Seattle area restaurant. We told you last week that the King County Health Department is investigating the Tamarind Tree restaurant in the International District for an illness that affected about 10 people. That number has now jumped to 17 people.
A listeria outbreak caused by tainted cantaloupes has now been linked to at least 23 deaths. That makes it the deadliest outbreak of foodborne illness in the U.S. in more than 25 years.
Picture this. You're biting into your favorite meal, a delicious comfort food that's supposed to make your day better. But what if I told you that very meal might send you to the ER?
Oh, shit.
Sounds extreme, right? Well, brace yourself, because experts are ringing alarm bells louder than ever. The looming threat of a massive foodborne illness outbreak isn't just a wild guess, it's a ticking time bomb, and climate change is the one holding the match. Global warming isn't just about rising sea levels or hotter summers, it's silently messing with the way our food is grown, stored, and consumed. In fact, the World Health Organization estimates that 600 million people get sick every year from foodborne illnesses, and that number is expected to explode as temperatures climb and extreme weather events become the norm. Let's break this down. Imagine leftovers. We all eat them, right? A classic staple in our homes. But leftover rice, for instance, is now a breeding ground for bacteria like Bacillus cereus, thanks to the rising global temperatures. This sneaky pathogen is no small fry. It produces toxins that can cause everything from vomiting to respiratory infections. Take Sumitra Sutar, a 75-year-old woman from India's Maharashtra state. She enjoyed the same dish for decades, rice and lentil curry. But one day, her routine meal turned into a nightmare when she began vomiting over 15 times in a single day. The culprit? Foodborne bacteria thriving in her leftovers, supercharged by rising heat. And here's the kicker. This isn't a problem isolated to rural India, it's creeping into every corner of the globe, including America. When we think of climate change, we picture melting ice caps or endangered polar bears. But what about the bacteria and pathogens thriving in the new, warmer conditions? Extreme heat waves, intense flooding, and unpredictable weather patterns are transforming our planet into a perfect breeding ground for foodborne illnesses. Think about lettuce. A seemingly harmless, healthy option. Under normal circumstances, it's great for salads. But when you add higher humidity and rising temperatures to the mix, bacteria like Salmonella multiply like wildfire on its surface. And washing your veggies at home? That's not enough to kill these resilient little invaders. Research shows that for every 1 degree Celsius rise in temperature, the risk of bacterial infections like Salmonella and Campylobacter increases by a staggering 5%. These bacteria don't just cause mild tummy troubles. They're responsible for severe food poisoning that can be life-threatening. Flooding is another major villain in this story. When fields are swamped, sewage, animal waste, and other contaminants mix with crops, leaving your veggies and fruits tainted before they even hit the grocery store shelves. This isn't a somewhere else problem. The U.S. already faces millions of cases of Salmonella infections annually, and it's only getting worse. Let's talk convenience. Those grab-and-go meals we all rely on during busy days. In extreme heat, these ready-to-eat foods become prime targets for pathogens. Without proper heat treatment before consumption, they can carry enough bacteria to make you seriously ill. Flooding and heat waves aren't just creating bacteria-friendly environments, they're disrupting sanitation systems and contaminating irrigation water. Animal manure and sewage overflowing into agricultural lands introduce pathogens like E. coli and norovirus directly into the food chain. This means even a simple salad could be a hidden danger if it hasn't been grown, washed, or stored under the safest conditions. The scary part? Some pathogens don't just sit on the surface of crops, they invade the plants through their roots. Once inside, they're nearly impossible to remove, even with thorough washing. This systemic contamination is a growing threat, and the solution isn't as simple as buying organic or rinsing your produce longer. Before you swear off salads or leftovers forever, let's talk about what you can do to stay safe. Experts emphasize the importance of awareness and proper food handling. Cooking food to at least 70 degrees Celsius, 158 degrees Fahrenheit, for 2 minutes can destroy most pathogens lurking in your meals. Be cautious about how you store and consume leftovers. If you're reheating food, make sure it's piping hot all the way through. Avoid eating perishable items that have been left out for too long, especially during heat waves. Flood-prone areas pose unique challenges. It's essential to ensure water used for cooking and drinking is clean. If fresh water isn't available, treated water is a must, but it needs to be processed to the highest safety standards. As for the broader picture, more education and long-term research are needed to combat the growing risks. Stay safe and know what you are eating.